Good afternoon. I'm Tom Kuhn. Normally we're in the business of helping small businesses and their teams thrive. Today, however, we're in the business of helping small businesses and their teams survive this financial storm. Typically, I'm not a news update guy, but we've had so many requests for timely and relevant information. We've got a digest of updates that we hope you'll find useful. To see all of our updates, and some of the other videos are less about news but more about actionable things that you can do, so check out some of the other videos. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then also if you want to be added to our email list, which is where most of our updates come from, put a note in the comments and we'll add you to our email list. Also, our Instagram is @CunityInc, so check us out there. So here's the updates that we have for you. There's 5. One of them relates to the coronavirus relief package. The second one relates to unemployment insurance. Third is income and sales tax. The fourth is health and business insurance. And then the fifth is SBA disaster assistance funding. So these are very relevant things for small businesses. Relief, unemployment insurance, tax, business insurance and health insurance, as well as relief funding. So we'll start with the coronavirus relief package, which was approved by the Senate yesterday and signed into law by the President. This includes requirement for paid sick time. However, we do not believe it will affect businesses that have been required to close for quarantine purposes. There's a lot of unclarity on this, and we'll do what we can to help gain clarity for you. And before I go any further, the information we're delivering to you is believed to be correct. We researched it. But check other sources also just to double check, okay? Insurance, we'll start with unemployment insurance. Under new guidance, federal law is permitting significant flexibility, this is good news for states, to amend their unemployment insurance laws to provide people with benefits. The typical waiting period to receive benefits has also been waived in most states. Federal law is not requiring an employee to quit or be laid off in order to receive benefits. Each state is required to update their own laws. Please contact your state's unemployment agency for specifics for your state. If you have closed or your employees have had a substantial deduction in income, encourage them to utilize these benefits and file for unemployment. Independent contractors should also apply. Most states process applications in the order they are received, so it's important to file quickly. I want to repeat that. Most states process applications in the order they are received, so it's important to file quickly. Business insurance. If you've not done so already, be sure to contact your insurance company to determine if your business insurance will cover losses due to the current emergency and steps you would need to take to file a claim. Health insurance. A lot of questions on this one, in particular about whether or not to pay company health insurance plans. Most have been paid through March and some through April. We spoke with health partners in Minneapolis who told us to call your group or broker directly as soon as possible. Many are helping to cover unpaid dues for a period of time. But again, check with your insurance company. Now let's talk about income and business taxes. And we've got some good news here. And many of you are probably aware of this, but we'll give it to you here. The Treasury and the Internal Revenue Service have delayed due dates for individual and corporate tax payments. As an individual, if you owe less than $1 million, and if a business owes less than $10 million, payment dates have been extended to July 15th. Now, just to be clear, filing date remains April 15th. July 15th date is for payments only. So we want to distinguish between filing and payments. Filing date has remained the same. Payment date has been extended. Sales tax. Most states are delaying due dates for sales tax payments. Check your state's Department of Revenue website for details. Now to the SBA, and this is a longer update for you, and this is some updated information and also some reminders from what we've already shared. The SBA has issued revised criteria for states seeking to be declared disaster zones. The relaxed criteria will have 2 immediate impacts. 1, faster, easier qualification process for states seeking SBA disaster assistance. 2, expanded statewide access. SBA disaster assistance loans are typically only available within counties. Now disaster assistance loans will be available statewide. Current eligible states. Now this is very volatile. I mean, between when you're watching and when this was recorded, when you watch it, there could be a bunch more states added. So again, check for your state, but here's where we're at right now on March 19th. California, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Utah, and Washington. It's a mouthful. All right. If your state is not currently eligible, contact your state, your governor's office ASAP, and encourage other businesses in your area to do the same. Follow at SBA Gov on Twitter for most timely updates. These loans can be used to pay fixed debts, payroll, accounts payable, and other bills that can't be paid because of the disaster's impact. The current interest rate for this is 3.75%. Disaster assistance loans are for businesses without credit available elsewhere. Businesses with credit available elsewhere are not eligible. Traditional SBA funding and express loans are also available. Lenders have been encouraged to take on more risk. These loans may be faster to obtain if you qualify, okay? So again, these loans may be faster to obtain if you qualify. Your first step is to contact your bank. If your business has an existing SBA loan, contact your lender directly ASAP to discuss your options. SBA loans are typically challenging to refinance, but you can apply for a second SBA loan. The following is required to apply for emergency funding, and most of the same is required for traditional or express funding. So it's a list, I'll take you through it. Business loan application found on SBA.gov. IRS Form 4506-T for each owner of 20% or more. Complete tax returns for 3 years, including the most recent year for the business and each owner of 20% or more. Personal financial statements for all owners of 20% or more. A schedule of liabilities listing all fixed debts. Monthly sales figures by month for the last 12 months. Current year-to-date profit and loss summary. And then finally, and this is a big one, could be a little time consuming for many small businesses. Many small businesses don't necessarily have their financial house in order. I get it, but I want to give this to you. So 3 versions of an updated 2020 budget. Worst case scenario, which is a doomsday version, a medium case version, and third would be a best case scenario, like an everything's gonna be okay version. If you need help preparing these documents, contact Michelle from our team. She can give you some ideas and resources. Her email is michelle.schuster, SHUSTER, @cunityinc.com. We'll put it below, all right? But that's michelle.schuster @cunityinc.com. Now, to see all of our updates and to receive free education for your small business and teams, follow this YouTube channel or subscribe to it. Also, you should be added to our email list because that's where most of the updates are actually going through. And you could also email Michelle to be added to the email list. That's michelle.schuster @cunityinc.com, michelle.schuster @cunityinc.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're thinking about everybody out there, small businesses, your teams, your community. We're committed to helping you guys provide you with helpful information and education for successfully weathering this financial storm. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this useful.